Hey folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're on a wilderness float trip with our buddy Tim Maher. These fish are all in our harbors.
Close to 14 there.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Yes, folks, my friend Tim Maher runs one of the most unique guide services in the state of Wisconsin. He guides out of this very comfortable three-man raft, and he guides wilderness stretches of various rivers in Wisconsin. Today we're on the Peshtigo River, and I'll tell you what, the scenery is absolutely spectacular. You're not going to see another human being most likely on this entire float trip. And Tim, tell the folks about the fishing on these rivers. I mean, they get no pressure, so it's got to be pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's pretty minimal pressure on most of these rivers. There's some stretches of the Menominee and stuff that get hit good, but this one's low pressure, so you get some really good fishing.
What I want to ask about too is species. What is it, kind of a grab bag?
Yeah, so we got a chance at pike, we got a chance at smallmouth, walleye, and even muskie.
Now, folks, I get to sit in this very comfortable swivel seat up here. Tim does all the work for us, so I just sit back, relax, and cast for bass.
That's it.
Hey, folks, we'll show what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up right after this. I'll tell you what, folks, I've been a proud user of Amsoil for many years, and us sportsmen a lot of times not only have a truck, but a boat, an ATV, a snowmobile. And how do you figure out which Amsoil product to use in each machine?
Yeah, that can be a challenge sometimes, and you know, we make it easy. We've got a lookup guide. You just go to amsoil.com, you put in your vehicle, whatever it may be, whether it's a boat, a wheeler, a truck, a trailer, whatever. You pick out your product, it tells you how much and which product to put in. Real simple.
And one thing I want to mention too, Amsoil does a ton of research before you even put the product on the market. You make sure that it's the best.
That's correct. It's years in the making for a product to launch. There's a ton of research and development to make sure that it's going to protect like it's supposed to.
And folks, to find the Amsoil you want, go to amsoil.com. Wow, how did that thing hit that?
Like a ton of bricks.
Well, welcome back, folks. I've already lost a fish and had 3 bites, and Tim is hooked up. This is spectacular, isn't it?
Yes.
All right.
Good fish, too.
Is it a good fish? Oh, look at the start of the day at Northern Pike Ski. Oh, that's fun. Can you get them? There you go, in the Clamoroo there, Tim. And when you come down here, we talked about it at the top of the program, folks, you just don't know what you're going to catch. Pike, smallmouth, walleye, even a muskie, and turn around and show the folks that one. And those are fun to catch, Tim, and those are plentiful in this stretch of the Peshtigo, huh?
Absolutely. This river's full of them.
And the other day you had one on that was pushing what?
40 inches, I would say. It was a good one.
And as we're going down the river here, you just cast towards the shorelines?
Absolutely.
That was an awesome hit on that Wac-O worm. Feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's a big fish, man. That was an awesome hit, dude. Now, do you want them to jump or you don't
No,
want them?
I try to keep them in the water.
Yeah,
I
that's
put my
what I'm
rod
doing.
tip down.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. This thing's got some weight. Here he is. One more crank. There we go. Is that a beautiful smallmouth bass? Peshtigo River smallmouth bass. What do you think of that, folks? That is incredible. What is that, about 4 pounds?
It's a nice one for sure.
Oh, 3.5.
19 inches
Yeah,
probably.
but look at the belly on that thing, Tim. Isn't that amazing? And look at the beautiful coloring. What a dark bronze back, huh?
Yeah, these are that stained water bronzebacks, they're gorgeous.
Now, is that unusual? I was casting out to the middle of the river.
Yeah, every day is different, John. They'll be in the same areas, but sometimes they'll be in a different piece of structure around that area, so.
This is 2 seconds later, folks. Tim has got one on. And we'll talk about the spot that we're fishing in. Is pretty good fish?
Yeah, it seems like it.
I mean, Tim was saying you catch tons of smallies in here. They aren't all big. Ooh, that's a decent
all right.
one. Yeah.
Good schmedium.
Good. What did we call those?
Schmedium.
Yeah. No, but turn to the folks and show them. And on a good trip, you catch 40 or 50 of that size.
Oh,
huh?
absolutely.
And Tim, what makes this spot so good?
It's funneling into that rapids. It's a funnel for bait. These fish sit right above the rapids waiting for stuff to come to them and put on the feed bag. They'll sit in all the pools all through the rapids too.
So they like moving water too.
Absolutely, especially on hot days. Highly oxygenated water is good.
What's kind of neat about this trip too are the different types of water flow that you see as you're going down the Peshtigo. Now this is a rapids here, Tim. Is there any danger at all going through with the raft?
Not with the raft, no. If you had a motor, it would tear it off probably, but other than that, we're all good with the raft.
Whoa, be careful, Ryan, the photographer back there, be careful. And you say that this water attracts fish on both sides?
Oh yeah.
On the top of the rapids and the bottom, huh?
Anywhere there's a pool in this kind of water, there'll be fish.
You were right. They're sitting right in this rapids, huh?
Yeah, right in the pocket.
Do the big ones sit in here too?
This one's a pretty good one, I think.
Is it?
I think so.
That is so awesome.
Where'd we go?
And this water is moving here. Now what happens when he goes against the current?
We're gonna get some drag ripped out.
yeah,
He's going
look
back
at
under
that.
the boat.
Can you grab him there, Tim? I don't know what to do here. I feel kind of useless. Look at that current. Look at that fish fighting against that current.
Man, he's strong.
Wow.
Strong,
Nice
smallie.
job there, buddy. I
you.
can't believe, seriously, and the reason that those fish are sitting in there because of the moving water?
Yeah, so when bait fish or crayfish or anything comes down the river, they're gonna go to the little bit deeper water, and that's what's there.
Okay, and we're moving, I mean, this water's moving pretty darn good, too.
Yeah.
Do they sit behind rocks?
Any spot that's dark where you can't see the bottom, they'll sit.
You hooked that fish right in 10 feet away from the boat, didn't you?
Yep, right under your line.
Yeah. And we'll take a look here. There's actually a current seam, and that's where that fish was sitting, right?
Yep. They're sitting right on these little deeper pockets on the current seams.
Oh, folks, this battle, these fish, I don't care if they're 14 inches long, they pull like a 10-pounder. Ooh, Tim, that's a beautiful smallmouth bass right there.
Come on.
Now, literally, tell the folks how far that was from the boat.
Probably 10, 15 feet from the boat. I had one grab right under your feet before.
Yeah, and you can see, folks, there's a current seam right there. And you can see when the water's flowing the other way, that is where the current seam is. And they just sit there waiting for bait to come by, right?
Yes, they do.
And that's their ambush area?
Yep, they'll sit right on that little seam. They match the bottom so well, bait fish come by and they cream them.
Oh, I just saw that one come out of the water. That's a pretty nice one, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems like it sure sat on the bottom hard. I thought it was snagged.
And when it's unfortunate, folks, when Tim gets a fish on, there's not much I can do to help you, but you're pretty good at this.
Ooh.
Okay.
Beat up Ryan with the net.
Yeah. Unbelievably fast fishing, folks. That is a beauty, Tim. And you know, catching these smallmouth like this, oh, look at, that's a giant. Here, give me that net.
I can't get him up here. Hang on, you got the rope caught on it, John. There we go.
There we go. That's a, whoa, there we go. That's a beauty right there. That's a big fish, folks. Now that's a 20-inch smallmouth.
That's a nice one.
You know, when you're trying to net that, I keep thinking that in a month from now, you'll be netting 20-pound, 25-pound Chinooks out of here.
Yes, it's amazing.
So what do you guys use for the salmon?
Skein, and we'll throw spinners and crankbaits here and there, but for the most part, it's skein and bobber. It's pretty easy fishing.
And when does that start?
It'll be around September 12th is usually when I start.
You know, we're taking a look at some video of you and I catching brown trout last winter in the raft. And I got to tell the folks, you know, it really is an unusually interesting sport, to say the least, isn't it?
It's friggin' awesome. I love it.
And how many salmon can you get in a day?
You know, last year we were averaging 5 to 12 fish a day.
I was just checking to see how this bait worked on the side of the boat. That smallmouth bass came up and just ripped that. I think I can flip this one in, or do you want to net him?
Yeah, we can.
All right, there you go, buddy. Now, yeah, tell the folks what happened there, Tim.
Open your bail.
Tim, tell
Yeah,
them.
I handed the rod to him. He cast it in right off the front of the boat, just checking out the action on it, and that fish smashed it.
That was cool.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of fish in one spot.
Yes.
And why is that again?
They're on that fall feeding pattern.
Okay.
So they're starting to put on some weight, get ready for winter, and they're getting their feed bag on.
You know, I just asked him a minute ago how long we stay in a spot, and he said, well, how long do you stay in a spot?
Well, till you feel like you caught most of the fish, or you gotta move.
Ooh, this is another dandy. Oh, this is another beautiful smallmouth bass. Here, you want me to grab that net, Tim?
Yeah.
There you go. I can
I'll get
at
'em
least,
up by
you're
you.
so used to doing everything yourself.
That is a tanker.
That is a beautiful fish. Here he comes, here he comes.
I'll get him on this side. and
On
bring 'em
which
down.
side?
I'll bring him up to here
Okay.
and roll him down to
All
you.
right. So you're just trying to get him a little bit upriver, right?
Yep, get him on top of the water and roll him right into the net. Ready?
Yep. There we go.
Oh, God. That is a tub.
That is a Tankosaurus. Look at the size of that smallmouth bass, folks. Tim, I was just gonna get on you. Let's move, you know. And you said, nope, wait them out, right?
Yeah, we're in a good spot, John.
Do you think fish move in and out of an area like this too?
Absolutely, they do.
Now, what is that's pushing 1920, isn't it?
Yep. He's blind in this other eye too, completely.
Yeah. And now for the next couple of weeks when you're doing the smallmouth bass trip, fishing should be as good as it is today for folks?
Absolutely, it should be good right up until it gets real cold.
He hasn't even released that one. I've got a small one on here, but I want to show you what we've been catching that we're not filming, folks. We're catching a lot of this size. So if you bring a youngster out here, you know what I'm saying, Tim? That they're going to get action, and that's the key of introducing a youngster to fishing, right?
Yep, smallmouth are the gateway.
And seriously, I mean, we're catching a ton of these that we're not filming. Certain stretches of the river, Tim, you actually have to get out, huh?
Yeah, sometimes. I tried to keep us out of the hole and ended up in really shallow water, so.
I mean, that's what this, how shallow water can you go in this raft?
It'll float through 3 to 4 inches. We're in 2 inches here.
We're in 2 inches here.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Check out this deal. All sizes and colors of Rapala ribbon wraps are on sale. Buy 3 and get 1 free.
The skies are clear, shine on and on. Wisconsin woods and waters we all own. The skies are clear, shine on and on.
New Mega Live Imaging shows you what's below in real time with edge-to-edge clarity and no gaps in coverage, all so you can turn must-watch detail into non-stop action. Only from Humminbird.
Folks, I've relied on Johnson Pump products for many years, and now they're even better. Check out the new Aqua Void Bilge and the Aqua O2 Aerator.
The best advantage with the new products is no tools necessary to replace your motor cartridge. Quick watertight connector and the same easy change cartridge. With the new motor cartridges, we have a high efficiency impeller and a low amp draw motor. To the angler, they're going to have faster fill of their live wells, and they're going to have better aeration along with a faster evacuation of their bilge. This pump will fit on any boat. It has a multi-configuration inlet port as well as a 360 rotation outlet port.
Johnson Pump, reliability on board.
They say things aren't built like they used to be. Tell that to John Johnson, the craftsman behind Recon Boats. He and his small team make each boat by hand, maintaining the highest standards. Every shred of fiberglass, every stitch of upholstery, every latch, hinge, and switch. It's all in the details, which is why the angler is at the forefront of the design philosophy for every Recon boat. Recon Boats, made by craftsmen, built for fishermen.
Nothing says party like a hot tub party, especially with the Johnsonville Summer Shandy brats. Start off by cooking your Johnsonville Summer Shandy brats low and slow on the grill for about 20 minutes. Then caramelize onions and butter and bay leaves. Once that's caramelized, add your Summer Shandy beer. Once that's to temperature, you can add your brats, and whenever you're ready to have a brat, it's going to be perfect. So what's so great about this hot tub is that you can eat it whenever you want because you know it will be hot and ready to eat. Let's give it a try. Oh my gosh, delicious. Johnsonville Summer Shandy Brat Hot Tub. Find the recipe at johnsonville.com.
We got a little rain shower starting, so this is kind of nice. We got a built-in umbrella along the shoreline, huh?
Yeah, we got a little spot to hide out here.
Now, it's amazing how shallow this raft goes, and we're completely out of the rain. Give me 5. That's awesome. Well, the rain's going to stop in a few minutes. I just looked at the radar. That gives us the opportunity to tell the folks what we're using. A Wac-O worm, a Kalin's Wac-O worm is crucial out here, right?
Yeah, it's a good bait. I mean, you can fish it in the center of the river, or you can fish inside the wood piles, all kinds of stuff. So it's a very good bait to use out here.
And most of the water we're fishing is pretty shallow, right?
Yeah, for the most part. We're going to come into some deeper holes, 9-10 foot, but for the most part, it's just going to be on corners.
Well, the rain has stopped and we're back out on the river. Boy, that didn't take you long. Was it about your 3rd cast, Tim?
Yeah, I missed them a couple of times too.
Yeah, and cast right back, right to the same spot if you miss them, right?
Yeah.
You can flip that. Yeah, that one's pretty good, isn't it?
I'm going to flip him right up.
All right. No, good job. Really, so seriously, that was about 3 casts after the rain ended. And boy, they just love that plastic here, don't they, Tim?
Oh yeah, that's good bait right now.
And really, and you let the current do a lot of the work, huh?
Yep, just let it drift along the bottom. Let the current work it for you.
Ooh, this is a smaller one, but it is so interesting how the shoreline all looks good. That's the problem in a river like this. Well, that's not as small as I thought, you know? But, you know, that's one thing, Tim, you know, you're an expert on river fishing because when I look up and down this shoreline, every spot looks good, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how do you vary it? How do you find the good areas?
I try to follow all the current lines. Usually you follow those current lines, you're going to find the fish. You get into dead water, you're not going to find as many fish.
So it's got to be moving water.
I think that's the best water right now.
You actually, this is a good story here, folks. This isn't a big fish, but we got to tell the story of how this happened here.
You can see him swimming down there.
Yeah.
It's a good fish.
Yeah. No, tell the folks what happened there, Tim.
We seen him down there swimming around, and I seen him going back and forth, kind of chasing stuff around. I told him sling it in there, and man, they come racing up.
How many were there?
There's 5 or 6 big ones.
Really?
In there.
That's interesting. Yeah, we're only fishing in like 2-3 feet of water, folks, and I think you got to be a little trained to see them because there's so many rocks. But you spotted those right away, didn't you,
Yeah,
Tim?
this is one of the smaller ones too. There's some good ones in there.
Now that one you cast out in the middle of the river.
That's a topwater too.
Oh, on the topwater bait. And if you say there's times, Tim, seriously, where the topwater bait is it, that's the deal?
Yeah, I won't even take it off on the days.
Seriously, and you'll get a lot of hits in a day?
Absolutely. It's my favorite bait to cast. Tickle tail.
This looks like a nice one.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Folks, you got to do this trip. I mean, almost every cast, you're on the edge of your seat waiting for a bite, right, Tim?
Yeah, it's been good.
I mean, look at this guy here.
Here, you want to take a look?
Yeah, let me grab that for you. No, folks, almost every cast you're getting a bite here, and I mean, it is phenomenal. And seriously, you're on the edge of your seat every single cast waiting for a bite. That's how good the fishing is. And again, you know, I want to mention too, folks, how comfortable this is in here. These seats are comfortable, they swivel, and you catch big smallies, right?
Heck yeah, we've been tearing it up today.
Now we've only been off, you know, since the rain about 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, we haven't been fishing long, and we got quite a few bites already and a few fish. So.
That's a quality smallmouth,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
That's a good fish. He came out of the water. There's a brush pile to the right out there. Ooh, these are so fun. Stay out of that wood. Stay out of that wood. Wow.
That's a solid
That's
fish.
a solid fish. Whoa. That's so fun. Okay, I think we're going to get him. I think I got him. Oh, that's
if
a big
you can,
fish.
Keep your rod down when he goes to jump.
Yeah, right.
Oh, he's in the wood.
Let's see here. I think on this side, Tim, that is a beauty. Right? Oh, he wasn't hooked all that good, was he?
He's still hooked.
Yeah. No, that was interesting, folks. I mean, that you can tell when they're big and they're small, can't you, Tim, on the bite? Right?
Yeah, usually you can feel the thump. The only way you don't is if they grab it and run at you.
And there was a big tree hanging in the water there that I was worried about, you know.
It's a nice fish.
We've had an incredible day, and we've actually, you know, taking the rain delay out of it, we've only been fishing about 3 hours, right?
Yeah, it's been good.
No, this is fabulous. Folks, you got to get out here and do this because the action is nonstop, the chance for a trophy is there, and the scenery and the comfort of this raft is incredible. Folks, it's time now to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2024 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner, Shane Rummes of Vernon Hills, Illinois, caught this 40-inch northern pike on Stormer Lake in Ontario using a shad raft. Tyler Titus of Baraboo, Wisconsin, caught this 27-inch walleye on the Wisconsin River using a crankbait. David Struck of Oak Creek, Wisconsin, caught this 22-inch smallmouth bass on Trade Lake using a bait. Danny Both of Horicon, Wisconsin, caught this 46-inch muskie while fishing for bluegills on Lake Chippewa using a mini mite. And this week's first kid winner is Drake White of Racine, Wisconsin, caught this 8-inch bluegill on Delavan Lake using a red worm. And Lake and Acre of Oregon, Wisconsin, caught this 18-inch smallmouth on Lake Mendota using a red worm. Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. This week, the Rapala Rippin' Wraps are on sale. All sizes and colors are buy 3, get 1 free.
When you're meeting with a client, it's so important that you're present with them and you're listening. I've heard lawyers say your job as a trial lawyer is to read the law, understand the law, make the argument. You can't get emotionally connected with your client. I completely disagree with that. In order to tell your client's story, you want to learn what's important to them. Sit down and have a meal together. Learn about their family. Learn about their history. Learn about where they're from. You have to emotionally connect with them. It's their story. It's not ours. And the only way to do that in an effective way is to truly care, to truly connect, and listen.
That was so cool. You cast that surface bait out. How many times did he hit? Twice?
Yep.
And then you just cast it out again. Boy, did he ever want that, huh, Tim?
Yeah, he did.
That was an awesome bite. Okay. Uh-oh. That's kind of a bad net job there, isn't it?
There we go.
That fish hit that surface bait at least 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, he sure did.
And the bigger one was following in?
Yeah, he was chasing him down.
Wow.
Trying to steal the bait from him.
I've got one rod snagged on the shoreline, so I grabbed another rod here, and as soon as that bait hit the water, man, he slammed it.
This one's got a fish.
There we go.
That's a way bigger fish.
That is a beautiful bass. Holy cow. That is interesting there. So that could have been the one that followed the one in that you caught, right?
Yeah. Oh, crap.
This is a 19-incher, isn't it?
Yeah, I just hooked my shirt too.
Oh, you can be hooked there. Hold the fish up. There you go. Unbelievable day, Tim. And this is not uncommon, is it?
No, it's not. This is an awesome fish.
That's what's so cool. Oh, but that one's 18.
Oh, it's probably 19. It's over 4 for sure. It's a heavy fish.
Hold that
I
up.
gotta fix that bait.
Isn't that a beauty? Nice job. I'm hooked up again, and this feels like a pretty good fish there, Tim. You saw him hit, right?
Yes, I did.
Ooh, yeah. And again, folks, Tim has got great equipment for you when you come up to fish with him. Don't have to bring anything.
There's another one chasing them.
I thought,
two of them.
Oh,
two of them.
There's
a bigger one.
Here you go. Yeah. No, this is incredible. And you know what? You wouldn't think there'd be numbers in one spot, but there are, right?
There's tons of them piled up right now.
Yeah. And that's not a big one, but I'll tell you what.
There was a big one following it.
I call it a rod bender.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was so cool. I was reeling fast. This fish actually made a wake behind the bait. I think it's pike. Yep, another pike. Yep, that's a little guy. Oh, nice release there, Tim, in the clammo. That's got to be 40 fish.
Yeah, we're doing good, man. It's been a good day.
Tim Maher does really cool float trips down all the tributaries of the Bay of Green Bay on a daily basis. For more information, give Tim a call. That phone number is 920-604-4169. 604-4169.
Find Gillespie.
Pete, I'm getting too old for this.
So John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps?
Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set?
Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333. One thing you get from this trip is a sore arm. We caught a lot of fish today. And again, Tim, you provide everything. All the folks got to do is bring themselves. You've got great equipment, all the lures. And again, the kids
are free under 16.
And it's a great float trip in September, October. You got the leaves changing. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It's absolutely great.
And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. Don't know we're going to fish yet. We will find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.